Hi everyone, welcome back to the living room. I'm Leslie, and today I want to take you along as I clean and declutter all of the cabinets in my kitchen. Let's go. Alright, so I have opened all of the cabinets and we're going to take a quick look into them as to what they look like right now. You have your usuals, vitamins, spices, but then, because I'm out of room in my attic, I'm storing a bunch of Halloween, Easter, Christmas, all kinds of nonsense up there, more of it up there. Then I have a glass addiction and a cup addiction that needs, we got more coffee mugs and more decor. Up there is filled with Christmas decor. Can't reach it. Don't feel like climbing on a stool right now. Okay. And then, to get our bearings, there's the pantry. Okay. This is overflow of Ray Dunn mugs and other coffee mugs, Christmas mugs. Some decor, some mixing bowls that I don't even use, but they're Ray Dunn. And this is where I store the main Ray Dunn mugs. It's a problem. It is a problem. Because I have them for every season, and I have 6 to 8 of them. So I have, St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's and Easter and no, that's not Halloween. Turkey Day, just for plants. Christmas, winter, Halloween. It's a problem, okay? And then over here, the thing that made me want to do this is I have this huge, heavy bread maker that my niece gave me years ago, and I just don't pull it out because it weighs 20 pounds. Well, now that I have my new bread maker, this one can go, be cleaned, and taken to the Goodwill. Then I have more Christmas decor. This is usually stuff that goes in the kitchen or around the kitchen, and that's why I've stored all of this various Christmas down here. And then, we have to have plates for every season. It just doesn't stop. So, I have to go through and figure out what I want to get rid of up there. Then, I just have thrown things in here. This needs to be organized. These need to be organized, see what we can get rid of. My pots and pans need to be organized and figure out. I know I'm keeping all of my stainless steel in my green. That's probably all I have, other than my mother's white Corelle, but I'm not getting rid of that. So I probably won't get rid of it. Might get rid of one. Yeah, so that's what we get to do today. Yay! This, my son and I just went through and cleaned and organized. It's not too bad. It could use a little straightening, but not today. We're only dealing with the problem, children. Thank you. This is one of the main reasons why I want to get in here and do this. Why do I think that I need 720 containers and save containers from foods, plastic containers? Then I have a bunch of bowls, a bunch of fruit things. We need to contend with that. So for today's video, I chose my Brave mug because it's going to take bravery to accomplish this task, okay? And a lot of coffee. Guess I should take my medication too. All right, let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start in the cabinet that drives me bonkers the very most, and that would be this Tupperware slash, we don't even know. They're supposed to be food containers, but I've thrown so much other stuff in it, we don't know. All right, so I'm going to remove everything from here, and I have cleared the kitchen table so that I can put everything on there, and then I'm going to flip this over to the strawberry blueberry side so that it goes with my decor over here on my little hutch. You know you might be a plant person when you find a random Costa Farms stuck to the bottom of a dressing cup in your... Wow. Why do I feel like my decluttering is giving estate sale vibes? I guess because it's spread on my kitchen like... Come on, buy a bunch of tops with no bottoms? We don't know. So here's the before. I'm going to spare you of me going through matching tops and bottoms and figuring out how many of each I need, which is really not that many. You know, these were supposed to be used for Thanksgiving and Christmas for leftovers, and nobody took any leftovers, so now I got like 24 of those. These black ones were portion control. You put 1 cup, 2 cups, like a veggie and a green and a yellow or whatever it says, and then your meat here or some, what not? Yeah, I bought a thing to make popsicles because I was going to make healthy popsicles. Okay, let's just go through this real quick. This bowl right here is my absolute favorite bowl to make my pancake mix in. Why? Because it's small, it fits me, it's just the right amount for a few pancakes, but I can't use it anymore because it's cracked. So why do I still have it? We don't know. So I'm going to throw that out. I'm going to be a big girl and throw that out. Okay, thanks. All right, so I've emptied out everything from here. And what I'm going to do is get my little dust buster and vacuum and then wipe it down with disinfectant, and then all of that excess liner that I got, because I thought I needed 500 feet of it, I'm going to line all of my cabinets with that. My plants are doing well. She's happy to be up here. Got a new leaf there. She's perking up after her watering. Her blooms are fading away. They were fun while they lasted. Everybody over here, oh, we're getting some new Mickey Mouse ears. That's fun to see. My pink flamingo is pinking. We love it. So, super thrilled that she's still looking good. I put a bowl of water near her. He needs to be watered. They have to be watered at least twice a week. They like a lot of water. Mr. Bronzy Bowie is doing well. This is maybe improving. Looks like it's got some new growth. My Florida Ghost has just gone wild. I wonder if it's a Florida mint and I didn't even know it. Could be. Don't know. Tiny Dancer is hanging in there. This grows like mad. And I'm trying to get it to grow down, but it wants to grow out. So that's kind of annoying. Maybe once it gets heavy enough, it'll go down. But that's what I'm wanting. Let it hang. Okay, sorry, I get sidetracked by all my beautiful plants. We're going to get back to the cleaning, but I just want to have a little check-in with my babies. See how they doing. He's looking good. La Jolla Chelsea's looking good. She's got some new growth. Honeytail Palm is good. This one's doing good. Turn him around a bit. I moved her over here. She seems to be happy. This one's just growing like crazy. I threw out a bunch of my little plants that were here because they either dried up, they weren't doing anything, they were just not thriving. Some of them I moved around, you know. Like this one, I moved up here to where it got more sun, and I've had all this new growth right here. And then another leaf coming in right there. So, I turned it this way this morning so it could lean that way. These are doing well. I got a new leaf on my Beatier, but it's got ants. I don't know what the ants are about and where they're coming from, but I'm going to have to treat Billy with some treatment. I'm going to have to treat all of them this weekend. And then I put my cacti in here and pulled out the one that was growing crazy. So now you can see. Oh, I got an ant on me. Hold on. Okay, so now we can see. And I'm really super excited because remember I bought this. It had 2 leaves and one of them was struggling. This one had, you know, spider mites or something, and I rescued it. She's never been 100%, but she's still kicking. And then I've been watching this little leaf at the top just sit there. It keeps getting a little bit bigger each time I check in, but look. I did it, y'all. I did it. I'm going to have another stingray. Okay, that looks... the shape of that. Okay. Then my black bat is doing fine. He's got moist soil, so he's doing well. Oh, looks like he might be suffering something. I'll have to look up what that is. And this is doing well, my little goldfish. My black goldfish has lost some leaves, but she's hanging in there for me. So we're going to see what happens. Oh, got a new money coin coming out right there. That's exciting. Seems to love that spot. This one needs probably to be watered. No, it's got moist soil. I turned it around so that this leaf could get some sun and open up. He just still doing his thing. This one needs to be watered this weekend. I didn't water her last weekend because maybe I did. I don't know. But she needs some more water. And we have the money tree. That's, you know, some days are better than others for. We got the philodendron Brazil. No, philodendron Brazil. Yes. This is my no rubber tree. It's supposed to grow to like 1 foot tall. I think it's almost there. That's why I got it, because I need some compact but nice plants. My slow growing tortum is pushing out a new leaf down here. Don't know if you can see that. Trying, but whatever. And then I cut off all those extras from here, even though I love these leaves just the way they are. They say you're supposed to cut them off to get them to do the variegation on them. So whatever. This has been sitting here since I bought it. A couple months ago, a month ago, we don't know. Nothing, no new growth. No new growth. I don't know if it's a slow grower or what's happening, but yeah. Okay, let's get back to this and stop procrastinating. Thank you. Okay, so I did really good. I have a bunch of these cheese boards that the glass tops have broken. Why are we holding on to that part? So I had a couple of those that have to go. I have food containers in abundance. They had to go. Dressing holders we don't need. I have the top and the inside of a fruit thing, but I don't have it else. We don't know. So here's what we're left with. I decided to save all four. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these because they have the portions in case we, you know, are saving a dinner and we have steak in one part, corn and broccoli in another. Then I just put 2 of these down here, and the rest of them are going in my craft room to use for swap containers. This one is one of my favorites, and I can't throw it out. I used to use it when I used to pack my lunch or my leftovers. And it's got a couple of compartments. Lord only knows where the silverware is at this point. I do not pack my lunch unless I cook and I have leftovers. Hold on. Because I have a refrigerator, microwave, all of that in my office, I can just, you know, buy frozen sandwiches or, you know, whatever, and drinks and chips. And I've got a cabinet to hold my chips and cookies and whatevers and my plates and utensils. So yeah, I just usually go to the store and buy lunches there or lunches to make and then store it in my office, and that way I don't have to have so many of these. And then I kept this one because it's just another one that just, yeah, another favorite. So those are ready to go in. I'm keeping this because it was my mother's, and we don't get rid of that. I'm going to hold on to these for 1 more year. And if I don't use them next summer or next fall, whenever I do this again, they're going into a Goodwill bin. Why? We have hopes and dreams, and we never seem to accomplish them. That's my wine opener. Put that back together. This top actually goes with this stand. I put the stand out a lot because it has a nice pedestal and it matches. I'm a black, metal, and woods. That's my favorite look. I don't know if that will ever change, but it's been that way for the last 5 to 7 years. And I do have these other 2 fruit and veggie holders, so I'm fine. I've found 2 of the 5. There should be, 2. The cat has one with his food in it. So I need 2 more of these, but I threw out all the tops because I have never used the tops. These 2, there's like this one and 1 size down, or maybe this one and 1 size up. We use these 2 bigger bowls for our popcorn. And if we're desperate, we'll use this one, but this one's good for mixing my pancake mix and whatever. Then I have platters, Christmas, fall, football, Thanksgiving, Christmas, that I just have stored under there because we don't know where else to put it. All this stuff needs to be dusted. I need to wipe down my drawers and put my liner on. I'm keeping this because sometimes I put cookies in it. Sometimes I use it to put decor in it. You just never know. This matches my gingerbread theme at Christmas time. We don't get rid of that. This I just bought and used it the week of July 4th when I went to the pool. And I had like Cracker Jacks and crackers and... yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Whatever I had in there. Nuts, crackers, popcorn, something. Does it matter? This goes with my egg, my Dash egg maker. I think you can make a poached egg with this. So we're going to set that aside. And then I found this, which is just like a refrigerator bin that apparently I took out of my refrigerator or somewhere. I didn't need it. So I thought maybe I could put a bunch of the smaller stuff and condense it into here. We'll see. But yeah, I did really good. So let's go clean out the cabinets, line them, and then we'll start reorganizing and putting together our very first space. Riveting content, isn't it? I just put a couple of dish mats under there to put my items on for now. That works. Alright, so it makes sense to my brain to put the things we use the most up top. So... them so I can use them. This might go on my platters, actually. It's holiday stuff. Put this in the back. For holiday. See if we remember it's back there. Which one up? Put that on there. That there. This. Does not get used often. It'll go there. Alright, that is all I'm putting in there for now, because I might come across other things that I will want to put down there. Let's get a better look. Alright, so in this pull-out, I have all of my Tupperware dishes. Okay, let's not be OCD, lass. You know what? I could do this, and then this, and then put him, because he doesn't get used a lot. But I know I have it. Alright, so that's good for there. And here, so far, I have these two bowls. I might put my Ray Duns behind there, because I need to start using them or getting rid of them. It's going to be like the popsicle things. I'm going to use it within the next year, or I'm getting rid of it. Okay, great. So then, down here, I just have this cup, like a cake stand, my cookie jar, what I call it, that bowl that could come up. It might come up and go into my Ray Dun. And then back here I have holiday platters to use and fresh produce holders. Alright, so I'm pleased with how that looks thus far. We'll see if it gets added to. This did not go back in there. That's going to the Goodwill. This did not go back in there because it doesn't belong in there. This has to go in my cabinet with all of my little dashes and waffle makers. This, I need to figure out a spot where to put excessive amounts of glasses or get rid of them. And this is a good storage thing. I think what I used to do is put my Tupperware here and then my tops on the side. But now I'm kind of organized, so we just have to keep it that way. My problem is when I unload the dishwasher, I throw it in there. Throw it in there. Because I'm a spaz, man. I just have to learn to slow down. So these are the last few items that we're going to have to figure out where they go. For now, I think I'm going to move them over here and just get them out of the way, and then we're going to go empty another cabinet. Okay, here's the next target area. This has strainers, fry pans, bake pans, things that I bought that I thought I needed that I don't, things that I was gifted that I thought I needed, I don't, things like that, things that others could find joy in. Okay, let's go. All right, it's all empty. We're going to vacuum, disinfect, and I'm going to switch it up. This cabinet has more space than this cabinet, and I seem to have a lot of gadgets and things. So I think I want to move my gadgets to here and then put my baking items in here And I have some baking dishes under here that I think I want to move into there and keep my cast iron frying pan in here. We'll see how that works. So it looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Walmart to get 500 more feet because I'm out. And I wanted to definitely line these and the bottoms. Okay. All right, so here's the cabinet that I just showed you. And to the left of it, I have this one that I need to wipe down and put the liner into. And this will become my baking dishes. And this will become all of my little gadgets. Okay, I also emptied out under here, which needs to be cleaned. My whole oven needs to be cleaned, but that's for another day. So I just left my pots and pans in here. I have a lot of my baking dishes up here. They're all going to get scrubbed down because they've just absorbed grease from the oven, being underneath the oven. That's nasty. This one's going away. I've never used it. I believe I have 2 of these because one has a blue lid and one has a red lid. Maybe I lost the one with the red lid. Sometimes you take them places and you don't get them back. These are what I use to bake in. I make my green bean casserole in that for Thanksgiving. And then whatever Christmas treat goes in there. I used this for making gingerbread, and I didn't make it last year, so now I'm talking myself out of getting rid of it. So we'll think about it. And this is why we need more room for gadgets, okay? We have everything. We have a Ninja, we have an egg boiler, we have a crock pot, we have a bag sealer for when I want to deep freeze for a long time. We have a food processor. Here's a couple of baking items. We have the more baking items. My dash, my air pop popcorn for when I get on my healthy kick. That probably needs to just go away because we're done. Okay, we're done. We're going to be happy. We may not be healthy, but we're going to be happy because we just cannot. I have a random cord. I guess that goes to this. This will have to go because these are going to go because I had them to hold my water bottles and they take up too much room and I don't really have my water bottles. This is my shredding to go with my stand mixer. Took a minute. NutriBullet, just stuff, right? I have a lot of gadgets. Apparently I like them. Alright, so I went and got liner. I lined all of those. I lined most of that. And I got the tops of these done. The bottom will be done another day. I'm going to still get it all organized. So, in here, I'm going to put my baking dishes, and here are my gadgets. So I am going to start over here because this will be easier because I have 110 million gadgets. Alright, so I'll show you the after. I've washed all of them, so they've been over here drying. I'll give them another good wipe down before I put them in there. But everything's been dusted, wiped down, ready for baking dishes. This is what came off of the top shelves so far. And I still need to go through here and get my baking dishes, and here's my other one. Things like that, and put those in there, or get rid of them, whatever I'm going to do. Alright, So this is what I have at the end to take to the Goodwill. A few frying pans, a popcorn maker. I might save this bin, they're good for storage. These are going because they're like water bottle holders, nobody's got room. I'm getting rid of my mini egg maker. No. I'd rather bake them. I don't like how they come out in that. This is 10 years old at least, maybe 13 years old when I got my job. So yeah, this is the stuff that's going. A lot of it, you know, got trashed because it either didn't have a bottom or didn't have a top or was too bad of condition. Kind of like my cabinets that I painted where my fat cat gets up here and claws it and scratched all my paint off, whatever. All right, here is the first cabinet that we did. So in here, I have those bowls, and I have that because I might move my Ray Dunn bowls back here. We don't know. I have these containers and a wine opener. Down here, I have produce and popsicles along with platters. Wow, produce, platters, and produce, popsicles, and platters. That was an OCD. Okay. And then in here, I just have cake stands. I have my pretty gingerbread mousse bowl that I don't bring out because I had it in the back of a cupboard and forgot about it. And then I just kept my circle down there. So that's one down. The next one I wanted to move my gadgets into, but due to this being much smaller, I wanted to move my bakeware into here, but these are much smaller than this one that is wide. So I had to kind of be inventive. I put my strainer here, my two Ninja cups here, and then this is my processor, food processor. And here I have my 8x8 baking dishes. I have that 'tis the season, I kept it. And then the 8x8 tops. And then this is my waffle maker that I will probably go and, I should go and get a better one because, yeah, I need something that's a little more sturdy. As we've learned, I'm a bit spazzy. So here I have my 11x13s. I do have some room in the back there. I don't know what will go back there, but for now, we have our 11x13s. These are my seasonal 8x10 and 11x13, and in the back is my egg boiler and my Ninja protein smoothie maker. So that's two down. And then over here, it was supposed to be baking, but they wouldn't all fit. So I ended up putting baking over here. Is that what I said I was doing? I thought gadgets were going over here because I had more of them, but it ended up being baking because I got rid of a lot of my gadgets because I had gadgets I didn't need. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, why did I not do? Because this has always been here. So I have my crock pot here. Behind it, I have my Food Saver bag sealer. All right, down here, I have my metal baking pans, cooling racks, muffin tin, baskets that go into the toaster oven, my accessories for my stand mixer to like grate cheese or whatever, grater type of thing. And then here are my vacuum seal bags. So that's space number 3. And the last space I did were my pots and pans. And I decided to get rid of a couple of pans and just keep the ones I really use, which are my stainless steel and then these 3 green ones. I have my steamer and double broiler back there with a lot of my tops. I have this top here because it goes with this one. I have a couple of tops in there that go with smaller ones. I have this here, and I have room to grow. We don't need to grow, okay? We just need to make good use of what space I've created. I have space back there. I ran out of the black stuff, so I used this. This is the stuff I have under my sink, and it's from the dollar store. Much cheaper than this $6 roll that I got, 5 feet out of. It says 10 feet, 12 by 10 feet, 12 inches by 10 feet, but whatever. Okay, that is the last space for this video. Kidding. I put my cast iron pan under there. Look at those manicured toes. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to leave me a comment down below if you have any tips or tricks, or you saw something that I could do better, let me know. I hope that this was motivational for you, inspired you to maybe take just one space. Don't have to do the whole kitchen in one day. I had to take a nap halfway through because my cat woke me up at 5:30 for water. Running water. So, I took a nap, I came back, I finished it, and it's done, right? So, if you need motivation, let me know what other areas you would like to see me clean and declutter. I'd be happy to bring it to you. I've got several areas in my house that I really want to do. The next one is probably going to be the upper cabinets because I've got to do something with that. That's just, it's ridiculous. I need to stop buying more cups and glasses and start letting go. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again real soon in the living room.